thank you for this afternoon's session. I'm glad to see such a high-level representative group here today, and I look forward to the discussion this afternoon. However, I think I want to follow up on what the Commissioner just said in terms of what we can do. There definitely is a sense of déjà vu. We list the 40 problems again today, and when do we start prioritising? And I want to just focus maybe not on 40 issues, but maybe just on 2, Commissioner, that you could prioritise immediately. And I would ask for you, in the very short term, today, to start to try and improve the supply of housing by doing one thing, to start to review our state aid rules in the European Commission. This is a problem, unnecessarily holding back investment in all our member states. We know this. We need further investment. You talked about that small percentage of the EU money. You're right. We need public investment, private investment, and we need to do that. So we need you to look at that area specifically. And we want to find out what's really driving up the demand around our countries, around the member states. And there's one area that annoys everybody, and that is the issue and the situation where vulture funds are coming into our countries and buying up properties, drying up the supply and driving up prices. And again, I say to you, this is an area that you can do something about in the short term. In my own country, finance companies such as Pepper have been named in court proceedings. They come in driving up the cost of houses, driving up the cost of mortgages. New schemes, they wipe them out. They take the houses from the grasp of young couples who are trying to buy for the first time. I've seen it myself in my own constituency in Ireland, in County Meath and County Kildare and County Laois outside the commuter belt of Dublin. I ask you what you can do about it. You can go back and revisit the EU directive on credit servicers and credit purchasers. You know this. It was called the Vulture Funds Directive. It was passed back in 2021. I ask you to reopen it. Go back and regulate the vulture funds. Regulate them out of this market. There are multiple examples of mortgages being bought from banks around our state, and interest rates are increasing without warning. Chair, we must have clarity in which of these vulture funds are entering our territories, and we must ensure that practices like the one I've outlined today that have been outlined in court proceedings are dealt with. We must get aggressive with them if we're going to make a real difference.
Yes, Commissioner.
That's a very good speech, and it was both with a lot of pathos and was also very clear and pointed, and so that's perfect. I really appreciate it. On the state aid, you are very right, and we are working on it. We're not only looking at it, we're working on it as we speak. So we have already started. When I say we, it's of course me and Executive Vice President Rivera, responsible for state aid rules. It's not as simple as it sounds, but that shouldn't sound as an excuse for not doing anything. We will do something, and we will solve the problems that have been pointed to. But we need to make sure that we do it in a way, of course, so that we don't ruin anything, throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. But we will do something about this. On the speculation and the financialization of this area, this is a complex matter, and there's a lot of interests at play, goes without saying. But that we will also look at. The directives that you mentioned are certainly a place to start, but I will of course also talk to my relevant colleagues in the Commission on a holistic view, overall view on what we can do. We have set up a working group in the Commission with a big group of relevant commissioners that will meet very soon for the first time to make sure that it's just not me running with my agendas and different commissioners running with their agendas, but that we actually have a coordinated task force to make sure that something will happen here. So thank you for that.